Shalom, good morning and greetings. I'm continuing on in the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, a new translation of the Holy Scriptures according to the traditional Hebrew text. You'll probably hear the puppies in the background. The two of them were naked, the man and his wife, yet they felt no shame. Now the serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild beasts that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say you shall not eat of any tree of the garden?" The woman replied to the serpent, "We may eat of the fruit of the other trees of the garden. It is only about fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden that God said, 'You shall not eat of it or touch it lest you die.'" And the serpent said to the woman, "You are not going to die, but God knows that as soon as you eat of it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like divine beings who know good and bad." When the woman saw that the tree was good for eating and delight to the eyes, and the tree was desirable as the source of wisdom, she took of its fruits and ate. She also gave some to her husband, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they perceived that they were naked. And they sewed together fig leaves and made themselves loincloths. They heard the sound of the Lord God moving about in the garden, and at the breezy time of day. And the man and his wife hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. The Lord God called out to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" He replied, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." Then he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat of the tree from which I had forbidden you to eat?" The man said, "The woman you put at my side, she gave me of the tree, and I ate it." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman replied, "The serpent duped me, and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you did this, more cursed shall you be than all cattle and all the wild beasts. On your belly shall you crawl, and dirt shall you eat. And all the days of your life, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. And they shall strike at your head, and you shall strike at their heel." And to the woman he said, "I will make most severe your pains in childbearing. In pain shall you bear children. Yet your urge shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you did as your wife said and ate of the tree about which I commanded you, you shall not eat of it. Cursed be the ground because of you. By toil shall you eat of it, and the days of your life. Thorns and thistles shall it sprout for you, but your food shall be the grasses of the field. By the sweat of your brow shall you get bread to eat, until you return to the ground. From it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return." The man named his wife Eve, because she was the mother of all the living. And the Lord God made garments of skins for Adam and his wife, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, "Now that the man has become like one of us, knowing good and bad, what if he should stretch out his hand and take also from the tree of life to eat and live forever. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to till the soil from which he was taken. He drove the man out and stationed east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim and the fiery ever-turning sword to guard the way to the tree of life. For now the man knew his wife Eve, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gained a male child with the help of the Lord. She then bore his brother Abel. Abel became a keeper of sheep, and Cain became the tiller of the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought an offering to the Lord from the fruit of the soil, and Abel, for his part, brought the choices of the firstlings of his flock. The Lord paid heed to Abel and his offering, but to Cain and his offering he paid no heed. Cain was much distressed, and his face fell. And the Lord said to Cain, Why are you distressed, and why is your face fallen? Surely, if you do right, there is uplift, but if you do not do right, sin couches at the door. Its urge is towards you, yet you can be its master. Cain said to his brother Abel, and when they were in the field, Cain set apart his brother Abel and killed him. And then the Lord said to Cain, Where is your brother Abel? And he said, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Then he said, What have you done? Hark, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Therefore you shall be more cursed than the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. If you till the soil, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall become a ceaseless wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is too great to bear, since you have banished me this day from the soil, and I must avoid your presence and become a restless wanderer in the earth. Anyone who meets me may kill me. The Lord said to him, I promise, if anyone kills Cain, 7-fold vengeance shall be taken on him. And the Lord put a mark on Cain, lest anyone who meet him should kill him. Cain left the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain knew his wife. She conceived and bore Enoch. And he then found a city and named the city after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begot Mehujael, and Mehujael begot Methusael, and Methusael begot Lamech, and Lamech took to himself 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah. Adah bore Jabal, and he was the ancestor of those who dwell in the tents amidst herds. And the name of his brother was Jubal, and he was the ancestor of all who play the lyre and the pipe. As for Zillah, she bore Tubal-Cain, who forged all implements of copper and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice. O wives of Lamech, give ear to my speech. I have slain a man for wounding me, and a lad for bruising me. If Cain is avenged 7-fold, then Lamech 70-fold. Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son named Seth, meaning God has provided me with another offspring in the place of Abel, for Cain has killed them. And to Seth, in turn, a son was born, and he named him Enosh. It was then that men began to invoke the Lord by name.